Hi guys, welcome to the Rule of Two, where the Star Wars news saga continues. I'm Terrence, and I'm back again. Now, Ahsoka season 1 has already ended, so right now we're gonna take a hiatus on Ahsoka talk. But let's talk about the next Disney Plus series that's gonna come out that features Star Wars, and that's gonna be Skeleton Crew. Now, there is not a lot really known about Skeleton Crew, the show itself. I mean, there's a little bit here and there, so I figured it'd be a fun video for us to talk about what we do know for the upcoming Skeleton Crew series. Now, the first thing that we know about the upcoming series is that it's got delayed. Like, this thing was supposed to come out towards the end of 2023. It looks like it was supposed to follow right after Ahsoka, but I assume because of all of the writer strikes and delays, because basically every production kind of had to shut down based on how far it went on for. So that may have had something to do with it. They may have had some changes in the script. They may have reshoots that they couldn't do because of the strike. It has now been pushed to early 2024. I'm not sure if that means January or maybe the first quarter of 2024. But either way, we got to wait a little bit longer for this, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing because I want them to get it right. The bad thing because I'm ready for more Star Wars. Now, the second thing that we do know about this is that there has been an episode that got aired at 2023, so we got a little bit of information that came up out of that episode. Not too much because I wasn't really there and I'm kind of reading what people posted on it, but the overall information that comes out from that particular episode is that it features 4 kids who make a mysterious discovery. Kind of sounds like Scooby-Doo, to be honest. That makes a mysterious discovery, and then somehow they get to another galaxy. Now, it doesn't say what galaxy that they start off in. Now, is that the Purgle Galaxy? That's what I'm calling it, guys. The Purgle Galaxy. Or is it maybe in, like, Earth's galaxy, in the Milky Way? Are we starting from that galaxy, or are we just making another galaxy for the universe itself? Now, I do like that Star Wars has expanded itself quite a bit. So giving me another galaxy is fun, and then it doesn't tie itself into what's going on. But also, too, if it's in the Purgle Galaxy, I love saying that right now, then it gives us more ties to Ahsoka, which is really, really cool. Now, when they're going over to another galaxy, like I said, it's the first episode. I'm not sure. Those details didn't come out, how they get to the other galaxy, but it may be a clue for how maybe Ahsoka is going to get back to the current Star Wars galaxy. Now that I'm thinking about it, that they're out there and they kind of end up exploring a new galaxy, it makes me either think Lost in Space type of vibe with this particular show, or, you know, blasphemy, getting ready to say it, Star Trek Voyager. I know, guys. I know. Blow me up in the comments if you want to. The other thing that we do know about the upcoming Skeleton Crew show is that it is going to star Jude Law. Now, Jude Law is a great actor. I'm glad that they're actually involving him into Star Wars. It'd be great to see him on screen. And I'm sure that what he gives us in Star Wars, as long as they write his character correctly, he will do a great job in doing. But the information that comes out about him is that he is going to be an adult Force user. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that he's going to be a Jedi or just somebody who's Force sensitive. Now, we know in the current Star Wars galaxy, damn near everybody's Force sensitive because the Earth, as Obi-Wan would say,
it's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
They didn't really say as far as when they actually meet him. Do they meet him in the current Star Wars galaxy, or is he in the Purgle Galaxy, or whatever galaxy that they're coming from, and that he is just a Force user from that particular galaxy? Which makes me wonder, how does the other galaxies perceive the Force? Star Wars galaxy, I mean, the Jedi and the Sith are the major Force users, and the Jedi are considered the peacekeepers. They're kind of like, hey, we come and we figure everything out. Now, there is a little bit of religion with the Jedi and using the Force. And even if we look at the Night Sisters who were in that Virgo galaxy, sorry, I guess there would be a counter every time I say that, in that galaxy, who were kind of slightly connected to the Force, and they view it as a religion. So I'm assuming that in any other galaxy, it would still be considered like a religion, or is it considered more supernatural or more mystic? Or is like everybody have the Force and they're just like, yeah, it's no big deal. That's just how we do things here. Now, one of the last things that we know about this show is that it is going to take place after Return of the Jedi, but before Force Awakens. It seems that everything that's coming out in what's being called the Mandoverse is all taking place between that big gap of time that took place from Jedi to The Force Awakens, which is great because there's a lot of unanswered questions that go there. There's a lot of time to be filled in a good way to kind of course correct for some of the bad things that the sequel trilogy did. Now, I do wonder, though, is if they make it too complicated, will it muck up and maybe not be able to get back on track to be able to take us into the sequel trilogy? I love the expansion, like I said, of the Star Wars lore and story and universe. I want to see more things that are out there in the universe besides this linear path from here to here. But I don't want them to overcomplicate it too much that it just doesn't make sense, because now I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at every particular given point in time and how it all ties into the end of this saga. Though I will say that there are a lot of shows that are still coming out. So even though that we already have like Andor, we have The Mandalorian, we have the Book of Boba Fett, we have Ahsoka, there's like 4 series right there that are currently going on that are dealing with what's going on at this particular point in time. We still have Acolyte that hasn't come out. We still have Lando that hasn't come out. Will they even get on to Rogue Squadron? Because I know that got delayed because Patty Jenkins and so on and so forth. But there's also what is it? The Republic one about the X-wing pilots that's supposed to come out too, or that's Rogue Squadron. But oh my God, what is it called? It's called Rangers of the New Republic. That's what it's called, which makes me think of the cartoon.
Serving law and order across the new frontier. These are the adventures of the Galaxy Rangers.
With that being said, there are a lot more shows, which means we're going to get a lot more Star Wars, but there's a lot more storylines that are going to go on, which seems like a big period, which become a very, very small period with so many things going on. I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of crossing over between these shows like we've seen with Ahsoka and The Mandalorian and so forth in Book of Boba Fett. But I hope that it, like I said, I hope it doesn't get too complicated. There's a lot of things with having interconnected universes with movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Marvel did it great for a long time. DC tried to do it, but that doesn't mean that it can't go bad. I'm hoping that we get on the good side with this particular show. Now, that's all I got as far as the information, as far as what goes on with Skeleton Crew. When they drop a trailer, I'm definitely going to try to break down or at least talk about. I'm not really good at breakdowns. I'm going to at least talk about and react to the upcoming trailer that finally comes out when we're ready to do that. And before the show comes out, we'll definitely do a lowered expectations like we do for every Star Wars property. So with that being said, if this is the first time you're on the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. Like I said before, guys, I'm going to be doing more of these Rule of Two, so be on the lookout for me next week. May the Force be with you. Always.
Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, I mean, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch the show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts.
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.